What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Welcome back to the Underachievers Podcast, the podcast about absolutely nothing, where we shoot the shit, do would you rathers, ask increasingly disturbing and fucked up questions to each other. Yeah,
and we will say alarmingly disturbing.
Yes, and we also reveal lots about ourselves and our disdain for people, and it's just a good time. Big Nasty likes to talk about fire sometimes.
Fire. Love fire. Burnt down to the ground.
That is my stapler. Yes. But quick note before we get into the questions and whatnot. As always, leave a question for us if you got something weird you want to tell us. As a, like and share if you enjoy what we do, because it helps us a whole lot and makes us feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. And hopefully soon in the future, I'm going to be looking into live streaming the podcast, perhaps, and also getting it on SoundCloud, available for download in RSS podcast format. Hopefully. No promises yet, but I'm looking into it, and it's going to be good. We're going to take over the internet. But yes, my name is Jacoby, the Habitual Pixel. This is Big Nasty Productions. If you don't know us by now, then you're in for a treat. Would you like to kick it off with our first question, sir?
Yeah, let's start off with Would You Rather. And the first question of the day is, would you rather drink milk expecting it to be orange juice, or would you rather drink orange juice expecting it to be milk?
I think I'd rather drink orange juice expecting it to be milk. I think that would be the least offensive to my taste. I'm not a huge fan of milk, to be perfectly honest, so yeah, getting that by surprise I'm just not down with.
Yeah, I really am not the biggest fan of sour milk, obviously, because that's disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm also not the biggest fan of orange juice because I find it tastes kind of strange and sour as well.
It is sour. I like orange juice better than, say, apple juice, for instance. Though,
so I like apple juice.
So even though I'm a fan of both, there's not too many juices I don't like, except cranberry, tomato, etc.
Ew. What the hell is cranberry tomato? Never mind. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't like milk. I'm just saying...
Cranberry juice?
I just, for some reason, put it very strangely that I, just like everybody else on the face of the planet, I would have assumed, don't like sour milk. Sour milk is absolutely disgusting. And I feel like if you were expecting it to be milk and it was orange juice, it would taste like it was sour milk to you. I feel like that's what I'm trying to get at, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm stupid.
Well, I think the surprise alone, like, have you ever taken a drink of milk expecting it to be regular milk and it's, a little bit past its prime, we'll say?
Yes.
Yeah, and just
threw me off for the rest of my life, man. I barely even drink milk that's within like 4 days of the expiry date.
Oh yeah, you don't trust it. Fuck that shit.
No, I don't. It always smells weird to me. Like,
fuck is this that shit.
Like, Colleen, you think this is okay? She'll be like, I just had some this morning. But yeah, I'm not fucking drinking it.
Yeah, no. Milk is something I don't chance ever. Why would you? That's awful. It just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, really. I only like it on my cereal and when I'm eating cookies. Those are the two times that I have milk most often. And in my coffee.
I feel like with either option in this question, no matter what, in my case at least, I'm going to be throwing up as soon as I drink it.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm like, oh, sweet, I got some milk left and it tastes like orange juice, like I said, I feel like it'll taste like sour milk because orange juice is kind of sour. And if I went to get orange juice and it was milk, I'd be like, this fucking orange juice is creamy as shit. And I'd be like, ugh. I don't know, but perhaps I just have a weak stomach when it comes to that sort of thing, I suppose.
Yeah, so do I. Just
give me your blood.
Cream is something, any sort of dairy really is just not something you want to chance.
Especially when you're expecting oranges.
Yes, delicious oranges. Also known as Nature's Jolly Rancher, if you didn't know.
That's the weird thing, too, is I love oranges, but I hate orange juice.
That is weird.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Do you eat many apples?
I eat some apples. Not many apples, but some apples.
Some apples? Would you say you average one a day?
God, no.
No.
If you're going to say about the whole doctor way thing, I haven't had a physical in 10 years.
That's awesome. Well, you don't need one. You're in tip-top shape. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, I think that solves that
Keep
one.
smoking. Quitters never prosper.
What's
Right?
that? Quitters never
So,
prosper?
yeah, so you got to keep smoking. Quitters never prosper. The prize at the end of this ladder is cancer.
Yes, and what a fun, relaxing ride it's gonna be. Oh no, I gotta quit one of these days, but not tomorrow. Um, okay, moving right along. Would you rather? By the way, we don't always do segues too well. You might
Uh,
have caught that by now. Would you rather only be able to eat Lay's or Pringles the rest of your life?
Lays, hands down. That was quick. Bam. Psst.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I do love a good Pringle every now and again, but Lay's is just a fantastic chip. I
Yeah.
like almost all their flavors.
Yeah, and I do agree that once you pop, the fun don't stop. But it's a known fact that you can't eat just one.
It is. In my case, I can't eat just half the bag. I gotta do the
Yeah,
whole
no, I pretty
thing.
much just devour the fucking thing like a Hoover. Like
Because
Kirby. It's
chips are
Kirby's
so
Dreamland. Just
yeah.
like.
Chips are so light and crunchy and tasty. How can you not eat like 30,000 of them
Yeah,
if
exactly.
if you have the ability? Um, hmm. Yeah, that was a
I
quick
got
one.
That was a quick one. I got another one too, and I feel like this one's going to be rather quick too, because it seems like the answer is pretty obvious for anybody with at least a little bit of dignity. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Do we have that? Do we have that? I think we have that.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Would you rather sweat mayo or have to poop a softball?
Sweat mayo or poop a softball?
Sweating mayo would be pretty fucking disgusting, but
Oh
pooping a
man.
softball would be extremely painful.
Do I only have to poop a softball once or just sweat mayo for the rest of my life? Because I think I'd suffer the softball if it meant no sweating mayo the rest of
In
my
that
life.
case, we'll reword the question to or poop softballs.
You would, you sick bastard. Um, ah, I don't know. Probably sweat mayo and just become a hermit, I guess. Like with a deluxe industrial shower that I just shower 6 times a day because I sweat fucking mayonnaise.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree, and I would also sweat mayonnaise, but I think I would just stand at Subway, see how many people just kind of come and start putting their bread under me.
Yeah, it's like, can I get that? Can I get that bread for you? And you just like smear it
Like,
on the
what else do
floor.
you want? What else do you want on your sandwich? Sure. Like, oh, I'll take some of this guy.
Yeah, who's
I like what
this?
he's shooting at. This
Uh,
handsome man sweating mayo to the side of me.
so gross. So very, very gross.
And that's another question too. Is the problem? Like, let's say you had both, for instance, you're pooping a softball while sweating mayo, because that's going to be painful. You're going to be sweating.
Mm-hmm. While pooping a softball. I just want somebody to put me out of my misery at that point.
Yeah.
Just, just come end it. What a We're sick people. We're your sick people.
Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, though, we're both going with sweating mayonnaise.
Yes,
Mayonnaise.
I'm gonna have to go with sweating mayonnaise. Welcome to the Underachievers Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do here. Let's find these. Would you rather suck? How about? Would you rather fight a tiger with a baseball? Oh, sorry, baseball bat, or fight a bull with a golf club?
Uh, I think I'd definitely rather fight a tiger with a baseball bat.
I don't see how a golf club is comparable to a baseball bat.
Well, you can smash somebody with a golf club. That's gonna knock them the fuck out. But I mean, a baseball bat, you at least cover a little more surface area, and you got a more steady swing. You're more sure of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with good old reliable baseball bat.
I'm gonna go with the Louisville Slugger as well, even though I'd probably rather fight a bull than a tiger, more or less. I think. I think I could outrun a bull, and by that I mean just dodge it, not outrun it at all, because bulls are known to run faster than fuck. Still, I'm gonna have to fight a tiger
Yeah,
with a
that's
baseball
probably.
bat.
It seems like it's probably the best option there.
And then I will wear its head wear its head as a helmet, like a battle helm, Hercules style. That's what I
That
would
would
do.
be impressive. I gotta say I'd be impressed. I'd be worried. I'd be like, holy shit, look at this guy. He fucking scalped a tiger. This guy's fucking nuts. You ever met this guy? He scalped a fucking tiger once. I know. It's fucking crazy.
There goes homeboy, scalped a tiger once.
Everybody started calling you Tigger.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
What up, Tigger?
Hmm. Do you have a question at the ready? Perhaps a topic you'd like to discuss?
Uh, actually, no. I'm really having a hard time coming across one right now.
These are all
I
pretty
don't.
disgusting or boring.
These people have no morals.
Well,
How
yeah, I
dare
kind
you? How dare you put such slanderous material on the internet?
of.
It's unconscionable.
Let's find a question. Perhaps something long. Do you happen to hear about our mayor getting sentenced the other day?
I did not hear about the sentencing. I
No,
knew he
I know.
got convicted of, I think it was, like, what, three things or something like that?
Hmm.
Three different counts,
Well,
something?
damn, I was hoping you heard what the verdict was. I didn't hear what it is. It is.
Oh, you're just going to tease me with it. I see.
Yeah, dead end
I
conversation.
see.
What's his name again?
Oh,
Joe.
I see.
What's that?
Fontana.
Joe Fontana. For anyone who's
Fontana.
lost at this random topic we've just pulled out of our asses, Google Joe Fontana. He used to be the mayor of our hometown, or our home city, I should say. Motherfucker got, like, I think he embezzled or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
He,
eight.
he took money from the government and used it for his son's wedding. It wasn't a lot of money. He
That's
just
the
paid like
thing.
the deposit, that's what makes no sense.
That's the thing that I find so interesting and also like just sad. He
Yeah, more so pathetic, I would say, than sad. Guy's a
it
piece of shit though. Like, look at
oh,
him. His son's charity got found out for got his
yeah,
charity license taken away for defrauding the
heard
government.
about that.
His business partner was in jail for fraud.
He's a
Is that not
shitty.
if that's not a pattern leading around how this guy goes about his business dealings and how he handles money, whether it be government money or his own money, personal finances
Mhm,
aside?
yeah.
Clearly, there's a pattern of mistrust here that should have been looked at well before he ever made it as a mayor.
That's what I don't get about these crooked politicians is how do they make it so far before someone notices that suck it. Do you think Joe Fontana sucks a mean dick? He might. But I don't know if that's enough. All right, here's what he did. He forged a $1,700 expense document in his favor. $1,700. His life is over for $1,700. You stupid fuck.
Well, depending, did you find out what the sentencing was? Since you
uh,
teased me with it?
4 months house arrest. It
Are
says.
you fucking kidding me? That's it?
Oh no, that can't be it.
Of course it can.
That can't be it.
Oh, Canada,
uh,
native
yeah,
land.
that's our London.
Yep.
That's our London mayor. You know, next to Rob Ford, our Toronto mayor, who's fucking bonkers. That guy's just a cartoon character of Charlie Sheen proportions.
And not a cartoon character like Bonkers, the cat, but like the Louis Anderson show.
For example, yes, that would be a more accurate description. Yeah, Rob, I don't know. This is about as political as we're ever gonna get on this show.
You got me all fired up.
Yeah, because I'm not really much into the whole politics. It just makes me sad and angry for the most part. Um, yes, but we can move along. If you were a homeless man, what would your sign say?
Hmm. Well, if I had a sign, if I was doing the whole panhandling thing, which I think is
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. But unless you're mentally ill or drug addicted homeless, that is a different story.
Yes.
And weed is not a drug. But I think I would have my sign say something along the lines of, I need money for drugs. At least I'm honest.
I was gonna go. I was gonna go something along that.
I
That
mean, booze, money for booze. At least I'm honest.
yes, money for Taco Bell. At least I'm
Wink,
honest.
wink.
Yes. One time I did see a guy in Toronto who had the sign that says "Need money for weed and chicken fingers," and I'm just
I
like,
like that. I
yeah,
like
I'm
that.
just
See,
like,
that would be my sign. I would say weed and a grilled cheese though, just so I can actually, make myself separate myself from that guy. Where was that? Toronto.
yeah, that's Toronto,
Yeah, I'll be the guy that wants weed and
Young
some
Street.
grilled cheeses.
Hmm.
Jesus is that that would make sense? I don't know. Like you said, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I'd want, yeah, need money for weed and a little bit of Taco Bell. Maybe just a chalupa. At least
If
I'm
you're homeless,
honest.
Taco Bell's a bad idea because when you shit in your house, which is everywhere.
But the bonus of that is you can walk away and find a new part of your house, which is everywhere.
Yeah, technically, I don't understand why they call them homeless because you still have a home. Your home's just outside.
Yeah, you still have a home. It's just everywhere
Yeah,
and belongs to
everywhere is.
everyone.
Yeah.
And you share it with
Although
literally
speaking of
everyone.
homeless, though, just because we're on the topic there, one thing that I was
Sure.
actually discussing with someone the other day, which I've always thought, because I never understood the big fascination with camping. I don't understand why people would work,
Playing homeless.
majority of the year, yeah, to go out and play homeless. And if you do, in my opinion, there should have been a rule passed years ago where if you are willing to go and pretend you're homeless for a week or whatever, however long you go camping,
Hmm.
homeless people should be able to use your house.
Yeah, I don't know if I quite agree with that. No one, no, nobody's allowed to use my house, but I do understand the point you're trying to make. Um,
It's ridiculous,
I'm not a big
especially
fan
because
of.
people spend money to do it.
Yeah, no kidding. They spend money to buy all these contraptions and gadgets that make living like a homeless
Don't get me
person
wrong. Like I'll
easier.
go to a cottage. I'll go to a
Hmm.
cottage or something like that or
Well,
whatever. But
that's not.
I
That's
don't like camping. Like I don't see that.
a
Why would you
cottage
do
isn't
that?
camping. It's just a smaller house.
Exactly. It's fun.
It is way better. Or I like to have a fire in my backyard and then come inside and sleep in my bed. Um,
See, that's acceptable. I would do that as well.
I'm not completely against the idea of camping. I'm just such a big fan of comfort and
I just don't
showers.
understand it.
Showers are a big thing. I love me some showers.
That's what I'm hoping you. I was hoping you could tell me. I never understood it. My dad was the same way. He always. That's who told me that said the same thing to me about that. Like, don't understand why anybody would do that. Just to go and pretend you're homeless.
Hmm. I don't get it either. I mean, I'm sure
I mean,
there's.
obviously you're not pretending you're homeless. You're not.
I'm sure there's
But
some
still,
value to.
go sleep on the ground outdoors where you
Yeah.
don't have shelter. That seems terrible.
I mean, I guess there's some value to doing it with friends or in a social way, or at like a say a concert or a festival. But still, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, if it's out of necessity because you're at an outdoor festival that lasts 4 days, I
Mhm.
can understand that.
Which there would have to be an amazing
That's
lineup.
not really camping though. I mean, I'm talking like
I
in the
wouldn't go to a
woods.
festival either. That also sounds horrible.
Oh, I thought we were going to Burning Man. Is that
I
still a thing?
Burning Man
Yeah,
is
is that still
definitely still
around?
a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's still a thing. It looks like a pretty crazy party.
Looks nuts. Like it looks like everybody is psychotic.
Oh yeah, the drugs are just a flowing. That's the thing why
Guys running around like,
I couldn't really go to one of those, especially like Tomorrowland or one
what
of
the
those.
hell is Tomorrowland?
It's like a techno festival, like a dance music
Ooh,
festival,
that
and
caught my interest. I like the sound of that. Tomorrowland.
yeah, and it's literally like on this
That sounds
random.
fun.
You have to take this random plane into it, and it's crazy. But it's 3 days of electronic music, drugs, and partying, basically.
Hmm.
And it's a massive crowd. And while that may seem fun to some people, it's just like, oh, that'd be exhausting. I might be too old for that shit. No, I can't be. Impossible.
I don't know. It does sound like it could actually be a pretty good time. I didn't know Burning Man was still around. I feel like it would be kind of fun, but at the same time, I feel like it'd be very dangerous.
See, I want to do that, but then go crash in a hotel where I'm safe. I don't know. Camp. The
Well, yeah,
moral of the
it would
story is that,
essentially be like us going camping when we're going to Fan Expo.
yeah, which would be playing homeless.
Exactly. Just go hang out with some of the homeless dudes in Toronto. Like, hey, buddies, what's up?
Go sleep on a bench, just hugging your signed, autographed Stan Lee comic. Like, no, you won't take this from me. You can take my shoes and my wallet, but this is mine.
Jack Black and Tenacious D.
No, I really just don't want to
Pick a
get into.
destiny.
Yeah, I don't want to get into any shit per se in Toronto, so or anywhere we go for that matter. So that's why hotels come in handy. Yes, fuck camping is the moral of the story.
Yeah, I just never understood it. That's why I was hoping maybe you could, if you did like camping, you could
No,
give me
dude.
some insight. If anybody listening likes camping, maybe you could leave a comment, give me some insight into what it is you enjoy about camping.
Yeah.
Because I don't get it. I personally just don't get it. I never have.
I'm not even like as much as I am a nerd and like a hermit in some ways. I do love outside and like I like walking through the park. I like
Yeah,
nature. I like all
yeah,
that stuff. It's just when it comes to nighttime and when you sleep, why can't we go inside for that?
yeah. I just don't. Like I said, I just don't understand
We've
the
spent so much time
mindset.
perfecting inside for comfort. I don't know why we're gonna go fuck that all up by sleeping on some rocks. Yeah.
Well, are you ready for another Would You Rather?
Hit me.
Would you rather go back in time to meet your ancestors, or would you rather go to the future to meet your great grandchildren?
Hmm.
Both of them are mixed race children. I'm just kidding. That's not in the question. I was only joking. Just wanted to gauge your reaction, see if you're a racist.
Took me a second to even register that. It's just like, I have some horrible news from the future. Your daughter, she marries a black man.
That's
Actually,
okay with
Doc.
us.
Actually, Doc, we're okay with that. Oh, um,
Did you know that a black guy invented peanut butter?
it's too late,
It's too
Doc.
late.
It's too late. It's one of my favorite Family Guy throwbacks ever. Um, but as to the question, I think I would want to go. Ah, darn, it's a tough one. I want to go into the future. I want just because
Really?
I'm more curious about the future than I am the past.
I
And it
feel
can
like you're
even
gonna
be a
have.
disastrous apocalypse fallout kind of future. I'd be okay with that.
It turns out your sons like or your great grandchildren are like the kings of the zombie slayers.
Yeah, or they're just your family just got one of the lucky ones who got into a vault. You get to break out and go
Well,
explore.
no, they're the heads of the gangs, like in the Mad Max type world.
Oh yeah.
That's what they do. No, no other options.
Okay.
But I myself would actually go the opposite of you. I think you have a better chance of not being disappointed if you go see your ancestors rather than your
Um, I
great
kind of
grandchildren.
I kind of see what you're saying
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
Because if you couldn't tell by the color of our skin, perhaps we are from European descent, and basically white people have just had not to put a racist spin on this, but white people have had it easy pretty much all throughout history. Generally speaking, I know there's plagues and genocides and all that fun stuff, but white people have seemed to have the best time. And in the future, that's probably bound to change. You know what I'm saying?
We've done well. We've done
Yeah.
well.
Yes. But I can't see that keeping up forever, you know. So I don't know. Hopefully my bloodline, if you will, isn't extinct by thousands of years in the future.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a good point too. Is if you don't, it's not like either of us
Hmm.
has children right now, so I don't plan on
Actually,
having
I
kids.
don't
I'm
know.
just saying.
I might have to change my answer to the past because I was just thinking about how little I actually know about my own
That's
person.
what I'm saying.
I know very little about my own personal heritage. Like my
So it'd be awesome. You go
my
back.
grandpa's
Turns out your
dad, no idea. No idea even what his name is.
go back in time and turns out like your ancestors are like crazy barbarians. You know what I mean? That'd be wicked.
Oh yeah.
As you go in the future, it turns out your great grandchildren turn out to be whiny, pompous, self-involved douchebags.
Or batteries in the Matrix.
Yes, or that. But yeah, I feel like that'd be far more disappointing than
Or it
no matter
hasn't
what
already
happens when you go
happened.
back.
Uh, I don't know.
Oh god.
Time travel definitely interests me, but I don't know. I see a lot of disappointment in the future. You are right. I've just always been so curious to where humanity is going, even though, I don't know. There's definitely some bleak ways this race of ours could go in the next 1,000 years, 100,000 years, etc.
Well, especially considering some people try to actually come up with questions like this.
Mm-hmm.
Your dick is stuck in a glacier, and a silverback gorilla is chasing you.
Whoa, back up. Your dick, your dick is trapped in a glacier.
In a glacier, yeah.
Okay.
And a silverback gorilla
Okay.
is charging at you. Sorry. I guess if he wouldn't be chasing you, where the hell are you running to? But would you rather cut your dick off with a rusty knife and escape, or be raped by the silverback gorilla?
Why does the gorilla have to rape me? Why can't he
Apparently,
just kick? Why can't he
apparently he's
just
got a
kick the?
bloodlust, man. I don't know. You're like, oh my god, he can't go anywhere. His dick is stuck in ice.
Why can't he just kick the shit out of me like a normal person? What the fuck? Oh, that's terrible. Damn, man. I don't know. Is the gorilla a gentle lover?
We'll say that it's a young gorilla,
Mm.
and that yeah, he thinks you're a kitten.
Oh, well, fuck. That's an awful question. Either way
Just
you go.
just so it makes you feel better, because I could see that's where you were leaning to. Apparently, was getting raped by the.
Strangely enough, yes, because
I'm taking the rusty knife and I'm stabbing the gorilla. Boom, beat that.
Hey, you just broke the system.
I did. I broke that shit down.
For some reason, my stupid brain didn't even think to ask that question.
Clearly, we have a rusty knife if we can cut our dick off with it.
My
So why are we not taking said rusty knife and plunging it into said silverback gorilla's face?
My dumbass brain didn't even think of that. It's just like, I have a knife. Should I cut my dick off or get raped by a gorilla?
Like, you motherfucker, get off me! Get off me!
I don't think I could cut my dick or any part of me off with a rusty knife. I just think I would pass out before that would be a thing. Like the 127 hours.
Going into shock.
Oh,
Oh my god!
that's what I think. I think you'd get one slice in, realize what you've done, and scream and pass out. That's exactly what would happen. And then probably
I wouldn't even be able to slice. I wouldn't be able to slice. No, like I said, I would stab the gorilla to death with the rusty knife.
Yes. And
fuck that, whoever put that up there. Fuck you. I beat you.
We just broke your question.
We just broke your shit, son.
And then I'd wait for global warming to melt the ice.
You just got mind raped.
Fucking your mind. You feel that? Mind fucking you.
Yeah.
Here's one I've always wanted to do. We might have covered it in some form in the past, but if you could freeze time only once, what would you do? You get to press pause. You can keep it on pause as long as you want, but once you press play,
only
that's
once.
all you get.
That's it.
And you just freeze the entire world, and you can go and do whatever you want. Because that's an interesting question. You have complete freedom, right?
Well, now the question has to be raised, what day is it? Because, I mean, it kind of matters what's going on that day in question when time freezes, so that I know exactly what it is I can benefit from. You know what I mean?
That's a good thing. All right, so, just to grease the wheels and keep it sinful. Let's say it's a Friday, around 3 to 4 o'clock, payday.
Okay.
Of a pay period.
I would rather I would freeze time, and I would go to every bank I could and take all the money.
Well,
not the people's money, the bank's money.
Yes, of course.
Jesse James style.
I think that's a good place to start. That's a definite bonus.
But how long is time frozen for? As long as you want.
As long as you want.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, but I mean, you can't do anything with your stolen money when it's paused, right? So you got to end it at some point.
Good point. I would do that. Take it somewhere and stash it while time is still frozen. That way, as to not cause any alarm or have anyone notice what I'm doing.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Then I think I would go to a couple different high-end car dealerships, get those, bring those back to the same location.
Oh, I'd joyride a few too and just leave them places.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be fun too. But because I think I would try and fence them, sell them off to whoever sells stolen cars. You'd probably make a pretty penny off that too. Get yourself a nice house. You couldn't really take a house because, I mean, then you'd have to kill people, and whether time's frozen or not, the second it's back on, so is the case. Like that could be used in a cop show as one of their little segues to how they catch a guy.
That could be cool, yeah. Yeah! Oh, dun, dun. Here's an interesting thought on that one. What if you just use that time to put party hats on everybody in London? Just all at once.
That seems like a giant waste of that time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel as though you misused this question.
Of course. But time is paused unlimited. I could just do this as one of the things that I do.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going now. I see it.
Put party hats on everyone in an entire city, and they just, all of a sudden, instantly, everyone in a city has party hats. That would go down I'd go down in history as the most obscure thing to ever happen.
I would also give every single person a little Hitler stash.
I was gonna say you could do a lot worse than just give them party hats. Maybe take off their pants. Everyone in the world wakes up in their underwear.
I'm gonna call. Sorry, I'll give them a chaplain.
Yes,
the chaplain mustache. I'm taking it back.
I'm taking. Oh, that should be a T-shirt, just like the silhouette of Chaplin, and just like we're taking the mustache back on the back. Another thing I've always wanted to do is be like check out some places that people aren't supposed to go, like Area 51, the White House, things like that, aircraft carriers.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea too. Except for I don't know about the White House, but Area 51 would be pretty fun.
Area 51 would definitely.
The White House, I feel like would be kind of boring. Because if you're gonna freeze time, I feel like anything that's worth your while, it's not gonna be like on a computer. You're gonna actually have to read it. That'll take you some time, especially finding the file, all that shit. So you're gonna take your time, right? Whereas Area 51, if movies would have me thinking correctly, it's essentially just a giant warehouse with crazy shit that you're not supposed to see every single corner and nook and cranny.
That's
Which is probably not what it is at all, but still.
Well, I've always pictured either the end of Indiana Jones or Independence Day. That's what I want to be at Area 51. And I've always wanted to go check it out. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I guess it could be.
But definitely the instant monetary gain, I think, would be first and foremost.
Oh, wait. And you said the time's frozen, right? I would chisel my face onto the Sphinx as well as every face of Mount Rushmore.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
But it wouldn't be like just my normal face. It'd be like this.
That'd be perfect. Just go end on the Lincoln in Washington.
The Lincoln Memorial.
I would change that to an ape. That's a homage to the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. For all you kids out there.
Which was a piece of shit, so I don't know why you would homage anything to that, but
I'm just kidding. For some reason,
that's a very disappointing film.
That scene was stuck in my head as probably the most interesting scene of that whole blasted film.
I feel like it might be. I have to rewatch that because I feel like there's a good chance that it might have thought it was absolutely horrible just because of the fact that Mark Wahlberg's the star of it. Just because I noticed it also with like Transformers and a lot of the other movies he's done, except for pretty much The Fighter and Pain and Gain, I've thought were pretty much just god awful. Oh, and Fear and Basketball Diaries.
I liked him.
Those are great movies.
The Departed as well.
Even though Fear's not a great movie, but he's hilarious in that movie.
I liked him a lot in The Departed, but that was a smaller role.
Yeah, he wasn't bad in it. I wouldn't say he's good, but he wasn't bad.
I don't know how we just got into Marky Mark territory, but hey, whatever.
I don't know where that came from either. We were talking about something.
I don't know. We like movies.
Somehow segued into Mark Wahlberg. Oh, yeah. Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. Because you would have put the face of the ape on the, what is it, Lincoln statue? Lincoln Memorial? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
And because then there's the Washington Monument, which is the giant dick-looking thing. Just pointy dick.
Oh, here's one that sounds awful for us movie fans if you're interested. Would you rather be forced to miss the first 30 minutes or the last 30 minutes of every movie you watch for the rest of your life?
Oh,
That sucks. Whoever
that does
put
suck.
this is by
The first or the
dislikes
last?
10 on Reddit. Fuck yourself, buddy. You're
The
forced to
first
miss
30 or
30,
the
yeah, the
hmm.
first 30 or the last 30 of every movie.
Can't be the middle 30, eh?
No, I guess not.
Man, throwing my A's in there. Got it. But yeah, okay. Let's see.
Um, I,
First or last year. I'm gonna go with first 30. I'd rather see how it all plays out than how it's all set up, I suppose. Ugh, I don't feel good saying that because that means that Zack Snyder would be a good director. So I guess I'll say the last 30 minutes, but then it's like, now I never know how anything ended. I'd constantly be left wondering what happened.
there's so many good endings you would have missed.
The only thing that it wouldn't matter on is if you did it for the movies where it's like each movie's one piece of it, like they're half, like the Harry Potter ones. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the last one? Half Blood Prince? No, I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Deathly
Something like that.
Hallows, something like that.
I
Deathly
think it's
Hallows.
the Deathly Hallows is the last one.
Deathly Hallows. Sorry, my bad.
I'm not well versed on my Harry Potter these days, but
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
yeah, it sucks. Probably the first, probably the beginning, I guess. I don't know, because we're kind of the wrong people to ask a question like that, because there is a wide range of people out there that will just catch a movie halfway done on TV, or it's just the last half hour, or they already
I don't like
missed
doing
30
that.
minutes, and they'll just sit down and watch it, and when people ask, have you seen that movie? They're like, yeah, I saw it on TV, which means they only saw like 70% of it. They're lying to you. But I don't know. Either way, it's going to suck. But I guess the first, just because, I don't know.
I guess I'll go with the first as well.
What a horrible question. That makes me sad just thinking about it.
That is, and speaking of the realm of movies, the next
Yeah,
question I got here is
talk some vidges.
if you were on an island and you're stuck between two movie trilogies for a year, the original Star Wars trilogy or Lord of the Rings, which are you picking?
I can only have one
You
trilogy
can
on
only
my,
have one
my
for a
desert
year.
island. Is it the extended version of Lord of the Rings and Star Wars? We'll say the Blu-ray copies, if you will.
Sure. Yeah.
Please. Um, yeah, I'd have to go Lord of the Rings.
Oh, weak. No.
Mhm.
Star Wars trilogy. And down.
Oh,
Lord of the Rings was horrible.
I do understand where you're coming from, but there's just more movie to the Lord of the Rings. There's just more there. I'm
There's more
sorry.
fucking poop, too.
Even the
Bunch of,
trees fucking walked.
bunch of poop. Nothing but a bunch of poop.
I
He
like that
called the
trilogy.
shit poo.
Not so much his new Hobbit trilogy. That's not been the greatest, but it's okay.
Neither was the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
It was a massive cinematic achievement. It doesn't matter how fucking. Never mind.
So's 3D porn, but you don't hear me fucking ranting and raving about that.
I've never experienced 3D porn. I'm not. I don't know what I'm
I'm joking.
missing.
It's actually really disgusting.
I don't think I want 3D porn. I think I'm content without it.
A buddy of mine had one of them 3D phones, like the ones that they came with a while
Oh
ago.
yeah, yeah.
And it had this like weird kind of social networking thing for all the people that had those phones, I think. I don't remember what it was, but I remember he showed me. It was pretty much everybody that used this thing. It was just like tits and dicks and like just those pictures. It was pretty disgusting.
Hmm. That's not something I ever want to see at all.
Yeah,
So
he's
I'm
just
good.
like, yeah, he's like, hey, when you turn aside, it fucking like stands up like that. I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. Like, no, thank you. If I want to see a 3D penis, I'll take my pants down.
Yeah, I'll see my own. Porn is one thing. Does it need to be in crystal clear, perfect high definition? Does it need that? I think we're content without it.
Like, oh man, look how the jizz spot on her face fucking catches the light. That's beautiful.
I did hear one of the podcasters I watched describe HD porn in like really vivid detail. He's like, "Oh, it's awesome. You can see sweat fucking drip down ass cheeks. The cum shots are amazing." He just went on and on. I'm just like, "No. This is too You're using technology for the wrong reasons."
That's just fucking unnecessary.
It's a waste of time and effort.
Ugh.
And quite frankly, ejaculate. But hey, that's
Gross.
just me. Yeah, I know. Porn is one thing I just don't understand why it needs to continue to advance. Isn't it just good? Isn't it just done? I don't know. Let's find another one.
Would you rather cut your foot off with a butter knife or have a conversation with Paris Hilton?
Am I allowed to snicker under my breath?
I suppose so. It's all it says is have a conversation.
Yeah, I could have a conversation with Paris Hilton. I don't think that's a completely fair question, because you'd have to really hate her to cut your fucking foot off.
Yeah, I don't really think that. I feel like must be an old list or something. Maybe it's when she was relevant.
Yes. Paris Hilton, pretty irrelevant. I can't say I think too much about her on a daily basis.
Oh, and there's another gross one on here. What's wrong with people?
People are fucked.
I'm not even going to say it because this one's disgusting.
Okay, you can skip it then.
But I found another good one, though. Would you rather eat shit-flavored chocolate or chocolate-flavored shit? Yeah, I like that.
We did this one already.
Did we?
I swear we've done that one.
I don't know. I don't remember talking about eating chocolate-flavored shit. Or shit-flavored
We
chocolate.
both said shit-flavored chocolate.
I don't know which one I'd be picking.
Shit-flavored chocolate?
Really?
Or no, sorry, chocolate-flavored shit.
Oh, did we? Oh, my bad. I didn't know we
At
did
least
this
it tastes like chocolate then. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I think we did say that. I do.
Yeah.
I apologize. I thought, I didn't think we said that one before.
Man, people ask some weird questions, man.
It is still shocking to me, some of the things that people say on here.
Oh, yeah, it's
On
fascinating.
all these different would you rather lists. Especially, and some of them are just awful. Like, who the hell wants to look at a would you rather WWE list or a would you rather Naruto list? Like, come on now.
There's subcategories for Naruto
Oh yeah,
and WWE.
There's subcategories, man.
Oh, damn. I don't know. I don't know.
Have we ever asked? Would you rather be a Pegasus or a unicorn?
I feel like we might have asked that. Pegasus,
I feel
though.
like that too.
Pegasus. Absolutely. Because then you can fly.
Yeah, but if you're a unicorn, I can murder people with my horn.
Yeah, but I can fly.
Yeah, now if someone shoots your wings, or if I take my horn and cut your wings off. That's how I do it, by the way. Just like that. I'll be a murderous unicorn, known as...
Lieutenant Ironhorn.
That's a terrible name.
Oh.
I'd rather go by Lazarus Fluffington.
If you got to plan your own funeral, what would you do?
Ooh, well, I would have Dropkick Murphys show up and play Shipping Up to Boston.
Nice.
And
That's a good start. That's a good start.
I would also have everybody I know set me up like a marionette, Weekend at Bernie's style.
Weekend at Bernie's style.
Everybody until the night is through. And then I would have them string me up like the Wicker Man and set me aflame.
Nice.
I haven't thought about this at all or anything.
That's just off the cuff right there. It's
Yeah,
pretty
right
good.
off the cuff.
It's pretty good. I was going to go with something. I've always admired what Hunter S. Thompson had allegedly done at his funeral. He got his cremated, of course, and then his ashes were shot out of a cannon across his property or something like that. Something
Nice.
crazy like that, I think.
Well, there's also the option.
Only I
of
wouldn't be
what
cremated
happens
first. What if you could just launch me out of a cannon? That's good. Wherever I land, I'm good right there.
Not Easy, sorry, but Tupac. Allegedly, The Outlaws, Tupac's like a other little hip hop group or whatever, his side buddies. But apparently, they actually took his ashes and put them in joints and smoked them. Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's interesting. I don't think I'd do that. You know, as much as I love my homies, not smoking them. I always
Yeah,
love
no, that's
I think it's the last scene of Fargo when the ashes are going directly into, or not Fargo, Big Lebowski, where the ashes are going directly into his face, and he just takes it. That's so gross.
I would agree. I do concur. Here's a good one. Would you rather go to heaven or go to the world of Pokemon? I'm going to the world of Pokemon, and I don't even
Yeah,
like Pokemon.
I'm surprised I had to hesitate. World of Pokemon, where
That would be hilarious.
instead of cats and dogs, there's just hundreds of different adorable creatures.
That do crazy, awesome things with abilities.
Mm-hmm.
I would want like a fire one and a water one, just in case the fire one gets out of line. So then the water one can hose them down.
That's a good start. Um,
And I remember, I never played like did the stuff with like the cards or nothing, or played the games. But I remember I watched the show a little bit. And I remember the one little turtle guy that was named Squirtle. And
Squirtle,
I remember thinking he was awesome because when he turned into the other guy, he'd be a Bulbasaur.
Squirtle, Squirt, Bulbasaur.
That's the one that he goes into, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember the little fire guy was like a little dragon.
Yeah, sorry, Squirtle changes into Blastoise, Charmander changes into Charizard,
This I don't know.
Bulbasaur turns into Venusaur.
Is Bulbasaur the one
That
with
is
the little
reaching way
planter
back,
guy?
and that's
He's a little
reaching way back.
plant thing.
Sorry?
Is Bulbasaur the one that's like that has a little
Yeah,
plant? Yeah.
yeah, the little toadstool on his back or whatever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I would love.
That's
I
all
would
I
love
remember. It was
to
like those three guys, and obviously Pikachu.
Pokemon, and
Shit, Pokemon.
a hundred, excuse me, and 140
Pokemon.
other whatever Pokemon. Actually, now it's more like 500, 600, somewhere in that ballpark. Pokemon's gone crazy. If you still play Pokemon, let us know in the comments below because that's hilarious.
They're awesome.
Oh,
Chin Pokemon.
I used to love Pokemon back in the day.
No, not Pokemon. Chin Pokemon.
Chin Pokemon. Did you find all of them in
In
South Park?
South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Yeah.
I certainly did.
Nice. Got a big shiny achievement for that, I'm sure.
Yay!
Yay, fake internet points.
I actually had to beat the game like 4 times to do it.
Mm-hmm. No,
Just to remember where they all goddamn were.
I can imagine.
And 2 times I forgot.
The one on the spaceship you can only get once.
No, a couple different ones. Like there's a couple that you can only get once.
That's interesting. Yeah, that game just kind of faded so quickly, but I guess that's it's only single player, right?
Well, and once you beat it, you literally have nothing to do. There's no point to even playing it again. Well, I mean, obviously you beat it 4 times, so you try all 4 of the little styles or classes, if you will. And after that, there's really nothing else you can do with the game unless you want to just go back and play it again.
And try a different class, I guess. But,
Yeah, exactly.
What time are we rolling at? Oh, I love using OBS to record. It gives me a nice little timer right there. We're at 51 minutes. Want to do one question and call it a wrap? If we can
Yeah, sure.
if we can find something really good.
Something worth saying. I'm trying to.
Oh wow,
Did you find one? Sounds like you got one.
It's just so weird and specific. Okay, here it goes. Would you rather have your penis replaced by a mini Nicolas Cage, who is still cast in movies, or make love to the hottest girl you know, only to find out it was Robert De Niro the whole time? This is a real question asked on the internet. I fucking love you guys.
Oh, that is awful. Oh, that's awful.
I think the choice is obvious.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Nicolas Cage as my penis.
Yeah, and then you still get to be in movies like fucking
Or my penis does.
Yeah, your penis does, but you still get to be in a
I believe they call those pornos.
Yes, National Treasure 3. Fucking just your dick.
Actually, I believe it's called National Pleasure 3.
There you go. Came in 60 seconds, huh?
Awesome. How many more can we get? Big cock that's dangerous.
Big cock that's dangerous. Bangkok dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna look up Nicolas Cage's IMDb real quick.
Bring on the head. Better bring out the dead.
Nick Cage, bring out your dead.
Snake eye instead of snake eyes.
Lick ass.
8 inches instead of 8mm.
Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. You know,
you don't even need to change that.
Don't even need to change that one.
Awesome.
He's literally in a movie called G-Force. I think that one rates itself.
Yep.
Let's see. Adaptation. What could you even do for adaptation? How could you make that a porno?
Adaptation, eh?
I mean, gangbanging a chick with 2 versions of yourself. I mean, that kind of works, but
yeah, I guess as far as titles go, though.
Game in 60 seconds. Snake Eyes. The Rock. I think that could be
just the cock or
the cock.
Oh, the Rock. Yeah. I think the Rock even works. That works as well.
Mm-hmm. Leaving Las Vegas. What could that be? I don't know. Con Air. I forgot about the movie.
Again, doesn't need to change. Bunch of inmates on a fucking airplane, then it's a stewardess. There you go. That writes itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're right. I haven't got Moonstruck. Cumstruck. Matt. All right. I think we've exhausted this joke. National Pleasure was great. What a great way to kick off Nicolas Cage dirty sounding movies.
It's just weird that a lot of them
Wicker
are
Man,
transferable.
Liquor Man.
That's where I was going with it.
Okay, but as an answer to the question, yes, I would rather have my penis be replaced with a mini Nick Cage, I feel.
Who's still working?
Who's still working, because then I get exposure. Whereas, as much as I have a lot of love for De Niro, I'd like to buy him a beer and dinner sometime. Don't get me wrong.
I do not want to sleep with him.
I don't want to sleep with him. He looks like a washcloth, and I'm just not into that. Ooh ah ah. If you know what I'm talking about. What a weird fucking question. What a weird internet, man. You never cease to amaze me. Do you want to wrap it there, my good friend?
Yeah, we might as well. But on that note, I also gotta say, even Robert De Niro's got some pretty good gems as far as porno names as well go. Raging Bull still works perfectly fine.
Raging Bull.
Yeah. Hide and Seek, as bad as that movie was.
Meet the Fockers.
Mean Streets.
Mean Streets.
Who knows what happens out on those mean streets?
New York.
Even Taxi Driver works if it wasn't so fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's already creepy. It's already
That's what I mean. If it doesn't need to be, all he has to do is pick up the hooker and then get to it.
You talking to me? You talking to me? Yeah. De Niro, though, I love the guy, but not like that. Not like that.
But yeah, I think we should go ahead and wrap her there.
Alrighty. That concludes episode 7 of the Underachievers Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, and hopefully enjoying the crazy shit that we talk about on the internet. It's been a peach. So leave us a comment, a like, subscribe if you enjoy what we do. Links to Big Nasty's channel in the description below, as always. If you dig what we do, share it. It's always appreciated. And we'll see you next week. Any advice for the children?
Children? No.
All right.
That was my advice. My advice is to not take my advice.
Perfect. I like it. All right, on that note, we'll see you guys next Sunday.